ListenYourWay.com presents highlights of the 2009 Spring High School Football Preview. This event, recorded live at Good Old Days Irish Pub and Grill in Cumming, Georgia, as part of our second annual Pro Football Draft Party, is brought to you by Andine Chevrolet, Back to Nature, Bobby Amos Waterworks, Cole Mountain Flowers, Gold Chiropractic, Graves Insurance Group, Sports Clips of Cumming, Talent Brothers Auto Parts, and Tools of the Trade. To hear additional highlights of the 2009 Spring High School Football Preview and more original shows, visit ListenYourWay.com.
How many guys will you have coming back from last year's team?
Well, we are actually going through a school split. Our school, they're opening a brand new Lambert High School right down the street, so we're losing a lot of students. A lot of students out of our school are going to Lambert High School, which means a large percentage of our football players are going, also our younger kids mostly. So we expect anywhere from about, I believe on campus, we're going to have about 79 on campus right now. And then our 8th graders make up about probably 40 or 50 more.
What kind of situation does that put you in, as opposed to like last season, where you have a school split? How do you work around that? How do you work with that?
Well, we decided early on we weren't going to really worry about it. To be honest with you, we just do what we do, and a lot of our youngsters are going over to Lambert, are zoned for Lambert, and that's where they need to go, and that's where going to be their home school. So we haven't really lost. It won't be so noticeable this coming year. This coming year on the varsity level, we're anticipating a great season. We're going to have great numbers. Everything's in great shape. However, the following year is when we'll really feel the school split. And it just so happens that is a reclassification year in Georgia. So we'll probably drop to 4A football anyway.
Okay. Right now, Region 7 5A.
Absolutely.
And just talk about some of the teams that you guys face week after week in that region.
It's we call it the SEC of high school football in Georgia. Region 7 5A is brutal. North Forsyth's in that region with us also. But week in and week out, you play some of the best teams in the state of Georgia. I believe in the last 2 or 3 years, a team from Region 7 5A has made it to the quarterfinals or the finals. So it's Peachtree Ridge, Collins Hill, Mill Creek, Duluth, Northview, North Gwinnett, all make up that region. It's a very, very tough, very competitive region. Week in and week out, you're playing some of the best football around.
With the spring practice, what kind of things do you normally try to accomplish? Like, how hard do you push the guys early on, and towards you crank it up as you get towards the end? Kind of, what's your philosophy in spring football?
A lot of times in spring practice, we're just kind of teaching them how to get their headgear on and how to adjust their shoulder pads correctly. We get out there and try to do that, but all kidding aside, we really pay a lot of attention to fundamentals, blocking, tackling, securing the football, those kinds of things. We try to get our package of offense and defense in, at least our base package, and we're really evaluating. A lot of times coaches go into the spring knowing who their better players are, and there's always holes to fill because you have kids graduating. So you're really looking to fill those holes, and who's going to step up and fulfill that role, and then also who's going to develop and become your backup players, maybe your number 2s, and then who will be the starting kids the following year. So I think coaches are a lot like chess players. We're always playing 2 years ahead.
You mentioned some of the players graduating. What are some of the positions that you'll be looking where you know that you've got a starter that's graduated, where you know that you've got a spot, somebody that has to step up?
Well, to go back for just a second, I mean, everything's open, and there may be a guy that jumps out and surprises you. But we graduated most of our players really on defense. We graduated 2 very good receivers. Both are going to be playing college football. We've graduated our quarterback, Brian Adams, who was injured in the fourth game of the season. Nick Bellew, as a sophomore quarterback, stepped in, did a great job. Really, it's his job, and the other guys have to fight to beat him. But we're replacing all 3 linebackers on defense. Be a huge challenge there. We were very young in the secondary last year anyway, and then we're replacing our defensive line. So we have a lot of positions to fill on defense, and then some sporadic positions here and there on offense.
And then spring scrimmage game. Do you guys have a scrimmage against?
Well, I believe that Pinecrest is GISA. They're allowed to play a scrimmage game. GHSA teams are not allowed to play a scrimmage game, but we just play a scrimmage against ourselves.
Right.
Right.
When will that be coming up?
That'll be May 15th, I believe it is.
Okay, so a chance to.
We guarantee one thing that night, that the War Eagles will win. So
all right, it's a good night for the War Eagles. And now let me just give you also a chance just to talk about fundraising, and I know booster clubs are very busy this time of year.
We are. We've done a lot of things with our booster club, with our touchdown club this off season. We've upgraded our locker room facilities, our entire field house. We've upgraded and done a lot of development in there. Brand new locker room. We've also done some things with our concession facilities, things of that nature. Our booster club's like a lot of other people. We do big fundraisers starting in the summer. We'll do the play card sale also starting. I believe we start in June or July. I'm not 100% sure. But that's coming up real soon. We also do a golf tournament. I believe they're doing a golf tournament in October. So if you play golf, I want to see you there.
I play about once a year. And
well, that should be the one time this year that you play.
Okay, all right. It takes me about that long to finish my round usually. But Coach, anything that I haven't asked you about that either with the program or anything that we should know about that we should mention here today?
Well, we run the spread offense, and very similar to Appalachian State or Oregon, if you've seen them play. We have a lot of fun with that. We run the 3-3 stack on defense, so I don't know what they're doing on that side of the ball. I never know from one play to the next what they're doing. It's exciting to watch. I see our guys flying around and doing things, but I don't know what they're doing. But it's a lot of fun to watch. I'd like to invite anybody and everybody out to watch our games. We open up August 28th at home against Alpharetta High School. And it'll be a great game, and we really look forward to getting started with another season.
All right. Now, I know before when we were talking about setting up today, you'd asked if fans were going to be here and cheer and ask questions and anything. And I forgot to ask the other gentlemen that were here if they had any fans that wanted to ask any questions. But since I remember, it sparked a memory, you did ask me that. Did we have any War Eagle fans in the house that wanted to ask a coach for Coach Early, just to give you a chance? I see some guys in blue. I don't know if anybody wants to get on the fan mic. Everybody gets quiet. All right, that's okay.
Well, we do have a couple of our coaches with us today. I just wanted to introduce them real quick. Dallas LaDuff, who coaches our secondaries, here with us, and Todd Faulkner, who coaches our quarterbacks, our passing game coordinator. We also have a couple of our players here. Michael Emerson plays defensive back and wide receiver, and also Will Slade plays one of our linebacking positions. He's going to be competing for a starting position there this year. So we're really excited about those two youngsters.
All right. Guys, everybody, we appreciate you coming out. Coach Wendell Early, thank you for being here with us today.
Thank you for having us.
All right, thank you.